Hello, my name is Juan Penaflor, and I am 20 years old. Just like your ordinary guy, I enjoy fast cars, playing video games, and spending time with my loved ones. In addition, I'm extremely passionate about my health and well-being. My love for fitness and overall health led me to explore careers in the health field. So I went to work for a radiology degree here at Owens Community College. I chose this career path because I strongly believe that it is of utmost importance to strive for a healthy lifestyle and to aid others on their health journey, which leads me to the topic I'll be discussing today in this speech: the dangers of the overexposure of social media and how that affects young children's interpersonal communication with others in our society. Firstly, the evolution of technology has improved drastically as social media grows larger. In other words, the relationship is equal. As one grew, the other duplicates in progress. At one point, no children under the age of 18 years of age in the 2000s had cell phones or any technology, as it didn't offer too much other than messaging. However, according to attorney Matthew Bergman, he stated teens' access to smartphones has increased from 73% in 2014 to an overwhelming 95% today. So it comes as no surprise that 35% of teens uses at least one of the top 5 social media platforms. At one point in time, it was a social norm for children to rely on in-person interactions to socialize, compared to more recent times where children rely on social media. This has caused 95% of young children to have an unhealthy attachment to their cell phones or other electronic devices. As a result, children lost the value of themselves through comparison to social media influencers and gained mental illnesses such as eating disorders, self-esteem, self-doubt, and more. For example, attorney Bergman stated, a teen's self-esteem and body image may suffer if they constantly compare themselves to the carefully curated images that their peers and celebrities post online. In brief, to expand off attorney Bergman's point, it is important to acknowledge the lack of authenticity in social media. It is foolish to believe that a young child or teen, in that case, has the capacity to identify what is real and what is fake on the internet. Filters, cosmetics, and now with the increase of artificial intelligence technology, it is almost impossible to classify what sells unrealistic ideologies on these impressionable minds. It is also important to note that it doesn't take a degree or any sort of education to become a social media influencer. Any person with more than 1,000 followers can negatively influence individuals, even if it wasn't their intention. Young children want to be liked, want to be seen, want to be heard, so the likes and favorites just further reinforce the behavior of what social media is promoting. Another issue is that the overconsumption of social media causes is cyberbullying and negativity. The anonymity of that social media and the internet provides, like anonymous, causes individuals to experiment with more risky and or negative behavior. Young children often experience judgment and or hateful comments by their peers. In addition, anonymity can bring the concern of adult crimes to children. Adults can use the internet to contact underage children and manipulate them into doing inappropriate activities. As a result, cyberbullying has become a huge topic, as Gwen, who has been a pediatrician for over 30 years, stated cyberbullying is quite common, can occur to any young person online, and can cause profound psychophysiosocial outcomes, including depression, anxiety, severe isolation, and tragically, suicide. Like Gwen stated, these issues should be addressed because the risk can cause children to develop mental health issues and can even lead to suicide. In other words, cyberbullying is a daily occurrence among children on social media technology, which causes many of them to have social anxiety, depression, and even suicide. As children can be targeted more with hurtful comments or images, they thrive on being accepted among their peers to fit in. As a result, they develop called the Facebook depression, which is essentially defined as many teens or tweens that spend a great amount of time on social media and develop the normal symptoms of depression. Gwen best described the after effects of Facebook depression by stating, pre-adolescents and adolescents who suffer from Facebook depression are at risk for social isolation and sometimes turn to risky internet sites and blogs for help that may promote substance abuse, unsafe sexual practices, or aggressive or self-destructive behaviors. To summarize, children often spend an excessive amount of time on social media to a point where they develop Facebook depression, which will further cause them negative symptoms in their interpersonal communication. However, there is still hope. Analyzing all the previous issues can seem like we are far from positive solutions and can be discouraging. However, I am happy to report that there are solutions that can improve the well-being and interpersonal communication of these young adults on social media. The assistant professor of psychiatry and behavioral sciences, Carol Vital, and the director of neuropsychology and social work at Johns Hopkins All Children's Hospital, Jennifer Katzenstein, both stated that take regular breaks from digital devices and turn off notifications are simple, effective ways to reduce children's addicted social media usage, to improve their social skills, and to reduce mental illnesses. In addition, any outside source other than children themselves can greatly help reduce their addiction to technology and better their interpersonal communication skills. For instance, Carol and Jennifer stated that establish phone-free hours and spaces and discuss appropriate boundaries and behaviors when interacting online can cause healthy social media and technology habits. Schools and parents can use these rules to set healthy boundaries for children to improve their interpersonal communication skills and to not rely on social media or technology. Other methods are to enable lock mode on their children's phones or to place their technology in their lockers or phone holders within the classrooms. Overall, simple methods of taking breaks and establishing designated areas to place the children's technology would help enforce their low experience interpersonal communication in person to effectively communicate with one another in their lifetime. In short, social media and technology has advanced significantly over the past few decades, from only a few adults having telephones and laptops to know every adult and child who is at the least 5 years of age. As technology becomes more common, the standard of communicating with one another has been transformed from in-person to the digital world of social media. As a result, children are losing the value and the importance of interpersonal communication since they are relying on text messages. In addition, other than the problem of the equal advancement relationship between technology and social media, other issues have arisen as well. For example, many children like to compare themselves to their icons on the internet, but as a return, they may feel self-doubt or negative towards themselves for being too ugly, fat, skinny, short, and the list goes on. Since they're not as perfect as their role models. While being on social media, children are often targeted with cyberbullying as their mindset is easily penetrable with harmful words, whether it's from random users or even classmates. After using social media for a long time, they'll develop similar symptoms of depression or Facebook depression from scrolling too long. All of these problems will result in anxiety, depression, self-doubt, isolation, and many more that negatively affect their interpersonal communication skills. On the other hand, we can definitely reverse these effects by establishing rules or boundaries from within us and from the parents and schools. In fact, children can lay rules for themselves by taking breaks or even muting their phones to ignore notifications that buzz their phones. As for the parents and schools, they can set up phone usage hours or even place their technology into a designated spot within the classrooms to effectively and positively enforce their interpersonal communication skills. In the end, as dangerous as social media technology is, simple and inexpensive solutions can cause significant improvements to combat the children's addiction and to improve their communication skills. Thank you.